Hi everyone, it's Elizabeth here. So I'm walking on the old Roman road, Via Romana XIX. I will probably post more, but I just wanted you to see this because it's just so old and beautiful, and I'm going to read you a part of, about this history here. I'm going to try to do this without killing myself on some of these rocks. Parts of this path were actually a military route that were still engraved by stones, walls, and bridges throughout the route that bear testament to the construction of this road many centuries ago. Walking the Camino Português through this route is especially beautiful and perfect for the nature enthusiasts in your group. The Camino Português, or Portuguese Way, was born from the major Roman roads that formed from the backbone of the Roman Galicia. It continued to be used for many centuries, such as the Via XIX. Built in the 1st century AD under Emperor Augustus, it was known in classical works as the Itinerary of Antonio. The route was established at the beginning of the 3rd century AD during Caracella's time. This ancient testimony is proof of the vitality of this via from the early times. Since the Middle Ages, the Portuguese Way has maintained the tradition exchange between the neighbors that began during the days of the Roman Empire. Learning human history is so bloody fascinating because Caracella's time, that is a spa that you go to in Baden-Baden, Germany, which is actually one of my favorite cities in Germany. It has a very romantic, like 1700s style architecture, but it was once a Roman bath town, and they have the 2 Roman baths there. One is Caracella, so maybe they just named it after the individual, or maybe there was actually something connected to Caracella. I'd have to actually look into the history of that. And the other thing is on this is I was actually reading a lot about Augustus this summer and reading stuff, the meditations from the Roman times. Now I'm blanking out on the name. That's kind of embarrassing to do on a video, but this is steep history. 2 Spanish guys and their dog passed me. They're the only pilgrims I've seen so far, and I kind of joked with them that they're walking home and they laughed. But it's like I might be moving a little slower because this is like part of the reason why I wanted to go on this trip. I met a German guy who I walked with an older German couple the other day, and an older German guy kind of continued on with us, and he goes, "You live in America, you have the Pacific Crest Trail and the Appalachian Trail. Why do you come all the way to Europe?" And I'm like, this is exactly what I'm looking for. Like, I'm not looking to backpack in complete wilderness and I don't have survival skills of like, well, I mean, I can build a tent, like I can do that. I'm not that stupid, but like, I'm not looking to build a tent every night and like cook my food on a fire. Like, I'm here to explore human history and human culture, which is thousands of years old. And, I think when you do this Camino, just blowing through this really fast, you tend to lose a lot of the connection to what actually is here. I mean, if this is a military route, this is old shit. And I'm coming into some smoke here. I'll be passing later, once you get to Arcade and the Napoleonic Wars, like places where Napoleon, like this is our ancestry. Like last year I was in the Alsace region, Strasbourg and Colmar, France, and Colmar, France has a museum of the man, I'm blanking out on his name at this moment in time, but he was the sculpture artist for the fucking Statue of Liberty. Like, when you start to learn history and start to understand things a little more about what has happened in the past, that really molds and shapes you for the future. And I mentioned yesterday in a video, there's big spiritual wars happening right now, I think, in the Western world, and it really is a problem. I don't really think I want to go into it too much in this video. I'm getting a little smoked out here, but this is fascinating shit. And like, as much as I'm beating myself up for being alone and, you know, not enjoying these little communal experiences, it's like I'm at least soaking in this history instead of just blowing by it and trying to get, you know, 22 kilometers done in, you know, 2 hours. So anyways, I do need to start saving my phone battery here. It's fucking draining. I do have a wireless battery with me, thanks to my friend for recommending that. But anyways, just wanted to give you a little insight into history here, and I hope you enjoyed this. Bye.